Theme sickle got scammed for $3. No good place to insert this, but I learned a new dish recently. Rendang.
Did you actually? Wait, do you like it? When I was younger, I used to love eating rendang. So rendang is like this beef thing, right? When I was a kid and I still ate meat at that time, I used to love eating rendang. My grandma would like come home bringing rendang sometimes, and I love it. It's like the best days. Try it. Here's my best advice, okay? It's so good. The blend of spices is perfecto. Theme sickle, hear me out. When you eat rendang, if anyone has never eaten rendang before, you want to try it out, okay? My best advice, rendang with hot rice and then like chili, obviously. But if you don't want to, skip it. And then you add like thin potato chips. So you know, like if you get a potato and you slice it into very, very thin layers and then you deep fry those, you eat it as like chips. You know, when I say chips, I feel like people might think I'm talking about fries, but I mean actual chips. Thin slices of potatoes, like salted and then deep fried. You eat it with the rendang. Oh my god. So you get like the flavor of the rendang, the softness of the beef, and then you get like the nice blend, like the nice like rice tying it all together, and then the crispiness and the savoriness of the potato chip. Genuinely fucking delicious. And if you want to make it even better, this is what I do, but you don't have to do it. I like to eat it with cucumbers as well. So like after you eat it, because the chips are usually a bit more like oily, salty, and then it might feel like you can use chitato, but I like it a bit more plain. I personally prefer it with potato chips. Genuinely potato chips. Thinly sliced potato. Usually after you're eating it, like halfway through, your mouth feels kind of like overly stimulated. You eat cucumber and then you're down for another round. Really, really good. Cucumber is so hit and miss in my opinion. I think cucumber is good if your food is quite flavorful. You know, like if it's quite salty and flavorful, the cucumber kind of like tames it a little bit. Quite nice. Some people like rendang with kerupuk. I like it more with potato. I like to mash them up, you know. Genuinely, that's how I love to eat it. I'm hungry. Oh my god. When I was younger, I would eat soto. I don't know if you know what soto is. Let me try and find a picture. So this is soto. It's soup. I like the one with santan. What is santan? Coconut. What is santan? Coconut milk. Yeah. I was about to say like coconut paste. Okay. Yeah, I like the one with coconut milk. So sometimes you can get it without coconut milk, but I like it more with coconut milk. It's like this, usually chicken or beef broth with coconut milk, and there's some chicken shreddings, there's lime, tomato, sometimes they give you a side of beef as well. Everything is there. My favorite one is soto Betawi. So there's different types of soto. My favorite one when I was younger was soto Betawi. This is how it looks like. This is my favorite one when I was a kid. Usually, I would save up money and I'd go to one of this like, not like street food place. It's like an actual restaurant, right? I would go to an actual restaurant in like a food court and buy a soto Betawi from this one specific guy. So good. And I would have like a specific type of like kerupuk, like chip with it.
Nice.
Yum. It was like one of those things. I had to give it... All of these yummy foods, I have to give up the moment I decide to stop eating meat. But I still remember the good flavor. It's just I can't eat it anymore now, but I still remember the good flavor. Another one I used to eat was rawon. Oh, I feel like rawon is a big hit or miss though. Some people can love rawon. Some people would be like kind of freaked out about rawon. As an Indonesian, rawon is the goat, okay? Rawon is so yummy. But if you're not Indonesian, I completely understand if some people would be like freaked out at rawon, because this is how it looks like. It looks black, but it's actually very, very dark green, almost brown. And it's soup. And it doesn't taste like soy. I know some people would think like, oh, brown means soup. But, I mean, brown means like soya. But actually it doesn't taste like soy. It tastes more like... Actually, forgot already. I haven't had rawon ever since I was like a kid. It's like green. It's so dark green. It tastes like spices, yeah, I guess. It tastes like leaf, the way I can remember it. Why is it black? I think it's the ingredients. Oh, to me, brown is equal stew. So I saw pictures of what stew looks like. Let me show you the difference. So rawon is actually quite dark. So this is stew. This is rawon. You see the difference of what I mean when I mean like really, really, really dark green. It's not brown, it's dark greenish. But it's so delicious. Like genuinely delicious, and it's not as flavorful as like rendang, in my opinion. Like rawon is not as flavorful as rendang. It's like comfort food. Imagine black pepper kind of energy, you know? It's like enough heat, enough... when you have a flu and it feels like it's kind of affecting your head, you eat rawon and your body feels like comfortable and you're gonna like sneeze all your sickness out, you know? It does have like a pepperish flavor, but not from pepper, I think. Yeah, in my opinion, as an Indonesian, rawon is the GOAT. But if you're not Indonesian, I completely understand why some people are freaked out about it. I know I had a friend that came over, like this was a couple of months ago. I have a friend from America and he came over to visit Indonesia. And I brought him to like a food court, right? And then I ordered, like he ordered rawon because I recommended rawon. And when it came, he was like, why is it so black? And I was like, I know, but this... Because he wanted to try like quote-unquote unique Indonesian food. And I will show him like other stuff. There's like satay, you know, which is skewer. There is rendang. There is soto. There is so many Indonesian food. But if you want like unique quote-unquote, I will give you rawon. So then I got him rawon and he was like, why is it so black? I'm kind of scared. It makes sense. It does look very intimidating. But it tastes delicious in my opinion. Is it poisonous in its raw form? The special dark or black color of rawon comes from the keluak as the main spice. Oh, keluak! Hold on, let me show you what it looks like. What is keluak in English? Keluak is like, what the fuck is it? A fruit? What the fuck is keluak? This is a keluak. So, the black thing there, you open it, and then you... Yeah, that's the seasoning. It's a nut, right? I think it's a type of nut. Imagine like acorn. Actually, maybe, right? It's similar to like an acorn, but it has another shell outside of it. And the egg, it's... Yeah. And then you cook, and then that's the seasoning. The thing is, I've heard about keluak before. My grandma was like learning how to cook stuff, but keluak was not really commonly found in my area, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I just never seen it, but I've heard about it. I've just never really seen one in person. Yeah, this is the thing that makes rawon black. This is the seasoning. It tastes, in my opinion, like mild, a little bit black pepperish, herbish, but not spicy. It just makes your body feel warm, you know? Like your tongue doesn't feel hot, your body feels hot. Imagine eating spicy food without the spice. Actually, guys, it's a very unique blend of a lot of spices. It's like, it is like ginger, yes! It's a similar feeling to ginger, but not the flavor of ginger. Just the feeling of ginger. Quite good. There's a slight bitterness to it too, though. I will say rawon is a bit more to like bitter. That's why we usually offset it with like other types of herbs and green bean and stuff like that. But on its own, it does have a little bit of like a bitter aftertaste, I'd say. This is my honest like opinion. Don't cancel me for this one. But I think the biggest difference of Asian food compared to Western food is Western food is very like straightforward. You know what I mean? It's like, this is your food, you eat it and you get the flavor and that's it. Like the aftertaste, let's say a burger, right? You eat a burger. When you take a bite of the burger, it has a taste. It tastes good, for example. As you chew it, it tastes the same. As you swallow it, the aftertaste tastes the same. It's like, it tastes like a burger. But Asian food is like, when you take a bite of your food, it's spicy. As you continue to chew it, it becomes a little bit more like bitter. And then as you swallow it, it has like a more herby aftertaste. Like the flavors kind of change throughout the eating process, in my opinion. Like usually when you eat it, it has more like, oh, it's salty, and you chew it and becomes spicy. And when you swallow it, it has like a nice aftertaste. It's usually a bit more different because of all the herbs we use. You know, a lot of our like a gross generalization. I'm not saying all. I'm saying from what I experience, you know. Like, that's kind of the difference. Obviously, there's some that aren't like that. Some that are. This is just my opinion, okay? Because I remember, this was like from... When was the... Like, years and years ago. Like, years and years and years ago. When I was addicted to eating mashed potatoes. And I realized... the reason I was addicted to it was because it didn't really have like an overwhelming flavor. Like it was during the time that I didn't want to have overwhelming flavor, so I became addicted to it mainly because I could eat it and it just tastes like potato. Like I eat it, I swallow it, everything is just potato. While if I eat Indo food, it's like I eat it first and it has a flavor, and then I got overwhelmed and then I got addicted to specifically mashed potatoes. I made mashed potato myself and it's so tiring when you only have a strainer. I made mashed potatoes myself and it's so tiring when you don't have a strainer and all you have is a fork. But I was very addicted. Fun fact, some people have different number of taste buds. What? I heard about this thing. Chat, do you know? Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I read it. To be fair, I saw it on TikTok, but I also read some articles about it that said it's true. They said that Asian people have a genetic mutation that doesn't allow us to smell when we sweat. And I remember, like, this was something that I was like, this can't be real. But then, when I went to the West and then I met some of my friends that are not Asian, I realized I'm like, wait a minute, you have a smell. Like a specific type of smell. I'm not sure if it's true though. Lamau, hell no, deodorant is the only cure. Oh, maybe it's not true. No, I don't think Western people stink, but they do have a certain body odor, you know? Like, not bad body odor, but it exists. More so. The best way I can explain it, you guys have a slight milky smell. But I think, at least me, myself, when I'm sweating, for example, like I'm sweaty and I haven't showered for the whole day, I kind of have like a steam smell. You just insult the rest of the world, right? What? I said I read it on an article. And I'm not saying like, oh, this is just a thing. The article literally said Asian. I'm not sure if it's true. Don't fucking get your information from me. But according to the article, they said specifically, and I didn't say it's a bad smell. I don't smell people. It was from TikTok. It was from a TikTok, and then I read an article about it. So I'm not sure if it's true or not. Actually, let me Google. Is it true that Asians don't smell? I swear I read it. I'm not saying. See, there are a lot of articles that said the same thing. Why many East Asians don't have body odor? Between 80% to 90% of East Asians have little to none of that typical acidic body odor smell, and it comes down to gene mutation, is what they said, according to Google. That's from what I read. Stop reading online articles. 80% of them are very misleading. Man. No, it's not from climate. It's from gene mutation. Apparently, like, we have...
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
How is this controversial? I think I saw in the video was like, there's a gene in the body that doesn't produce it or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. All Japanese people say that peak hours in the subway smell. Oh, really? There's a reason why they don't sell deodorant in Korea. They don't sell deodorant in Korea? But Southeast Asia is not East Asia. I didn't say Southeast Asia. I said Asia. And then I Googled it and the article specifically said East Asia. My bad. Okay, I forgot the specific direction of Asia. I just remembered Asia.
Thanks if 222 for the 5 resub.
What makes up? I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't even take geography as a class. Oh, I thought is it true that they don't sell deodorant in Korea? Someone said that in chat. I don't know if it's true or not. DNA might be different, but gene in humanity is 99% to 100% the same all over the world. Oh. Okay, ignore me, man. I'm not a fucking doctor, okay? I don't know these things. Do you wear deodorant, Michi? What the fuck? I don't wear deodorant because I wear body mist. And deodorant makes my skin rashy. I used to wear deodorant. I remember wearing deodorant during like fucking puberty times. And it makes my skin rash and I don't like it. So I wear body mist. You know, people say, ew, stinky. I don't need that much, you know. No, what? What is body mist? So body mist, imagine like perfume. It has fragrance, but I think it has like more alcohol than it has fragrance. So it's just basically to balance your body smell. Like you're not gonna smell good, but you're not gonna smell bad. I like body mist more than deodorant. I think it smells nicer, it feels nicer, and my body doesn't rash as much. I have very sensitive skin though, so body... Yeah, kind of like body spray. Yeah, I use body spray instead of deodorant. I have sensitive like skin on specific parts of my body. So if I were to wear too much like stuff that isn't hydrating, I rash and it's very like painful. It's not just itchy, it just like it itches, and then once the rash dries, it's like, what is a lechat? It has like, it starts bleeding, but not bleeding from the what is lechat? I don't know. Like a graze. Yeah, kind of. Like because your skin is healing, it's starting to crack, and sometimes like the cracks of that like dry healing skin is showing like the skin that isn't really ready yet. Yeah, it starts scabbing and it hurts a lot. I remember when I was in like teenage years, I had scabs like on my armpit, arm, knee, like the back of my knee. It hurts a lot because I had like I wore deodorant on my armpit, and then I just forgot to use like I wasn't using lotion at that time, my armpit, because I used deodorant. Literally. So I use deodorant right on my armpit, and then I just don't use lotion. I don't use body lotion. So my skin becomes really, really dry, and then it starts like bruising, and then it scabs. And during the scabbing period, oh my god, like I can't bend any of my joints. That shit hurt. But now as an adult, now I wear like body lotion, you know? Like after I shower, I wear body lotion, and all that good stuff because I wanna not break out and die. But you shower once a week. Who the fuck said that? You know, here's the thing. I realize this. People have this misconception, right? Oh, you're a VTuber. You shower once a week. No, not every VTuber is like Geary. Oh my god, Geary catching strays right now. I am very, very addicted to showering. I'm sorry to break it to you, chat, but not everyone. I'm sorry. I love Geary so much. Geary randomly catching strays. I shower like 2 times a day when I work, because sometimes I work like from morning to night, so I can't shower 2 times a day. But when I'm not streaming, I shower 3 times a day. I love showering. Like, I've said this before, and it is very, very true. You know when some people get stressed and then they eat, or some people get stressed and then they sleep or play games, like their coping mechanism, like relaxing time, is watching a movie or something like that.
Often dry your skin out?
It does. Here's the thing, right? That's why I have to use a lotion. So ever since I was like, I think ever since I turned, I don't know, teenager era around there, my relaxing time has always been showering. Like, eating does not make me feel better. Playing games does not, like, playing games, watching movies, eating, it's nice, but it doesn't help me relax and decompress. After a hard day or a stressful day, what helps me decompress is a nice shower. And I love showering. It makes me like, it puts me into a very, very good mood. Imagine hangry, but that's me if I don't shower. So I get really like pissed, you know? And another thing though, showering that much does dry your skin out, but it also depends on where you live. You gotta remember this, chat. Like, for example, some people live in areas where it's colder, right? Like in Japan, for example, during winter, it's fucking freezing. So showering a lot is not usually the smartest idea because then your skin gets super duper dry. I live in Indo, and Indo is mostly hot and humid. So most of the time, you sweat more, you know? Like you sweat more, it's mostly like hot. It doesn't really dry your skin, so showering 2 to 3 times a day is very, very normal. But if you live in a country that's usually cold and not humid, maybe showering once a day or once every 2 days is considered more normal. And I have this insider thing. In Indo, you need to have AC or fan to live, okay? Because it's fucking hot as shit. Our houses, like some huts are usually made of like more thinner stuff like bamboo, but apartments and actual houses are still made of fucking brick. So you can't really survive without an AC or a fan. I have an AC, but I don't usually use it because I get really cold really easily. So sometimes when I stream, you can hear like a little bit like beep beep. If you do hear a beep beep, that's me turning off the AC. What I do is I usually turn it on like halfway through the stream. I leave it on for an hour and then I turn it off. I rarely use I sleep without an AC. I can't stand it. AC is also very expensive. It is. But I live in like a rented apartment, so it came with it, so who gives a shit, you know? But AC is... I heard that there's different types, and some types are like fucking hard, like expensive as shit. So... But I sleep without the AC on. I think it's because I got used to it. Yo, not turning on AC. I think it's because when I was raised, we had to be on a budget. So I remember this was like a thing. If Like when I was younger, if let's say I turned on the AC, no one else could turn on the AC. Like we have to save like bills. So if you're not using the AC, turn it off, right? And usually we're like using the AC for like an hour a day. So mostly I don't sleep with it, and then I just got used to it. Even though now, like, I'm gonna sound very, what is it? Privileged again, I'm sorry, but now I can pay, like if I were to turn on the AC 24/7, I can't afford it. Don't get, like, it's fine. It's just I'm not used to it. My body just can't adjust to it, so I just turn it off. I'm just used to like the humidity. Natural humidity is the best IMHO. If the AC is on for too long, I just get sick. Jadi pilek. I get flu because of it. Like my throat gets really dry, and then I start coughing and sneezing. I don't know why. Only have fans and it's on 20. I used to have a fan. I bought like a fan, right? And it was supposed to be like a ceiling fan, but then I never got to like install it, so it just became a floor fan. It's like a big fan that was supposed to be hung on the ceiling. It's just like on the floor. It's supposed to rotate, but you can't use the rotate button because it's on the damn floor, and it's just like blowing air up. I remember that I had a fan like that. Sometimes I get bored and I put like tissue on top to see it fly up. It's weird. Happen my AC at max 3 hours or else my bill's gonna skyrocket. Yeah, AC bills is a bit ridiculous lah. Not only the AC bills, just buying the AC. Oh my god. Buying the AC, installing it, and then the bills for the AC itself is like... Sometimes I feel like using the AC is turning on a theater at home. You know? So suddenly expensive. It's like, oh, we need to use all this electricity for the AC. Ay, alamak. Michi is allergic to temperature-controlled environments. Actually, my comfort level for like temperature is at around 27 to 28 degrees. That is nice. 27, 28 degrees is like nice, perfect. Anything above 28 but below 32 is like beach day. You know, like I can probably just relax. Beach day. Anything above 32 degrees Celsius is like hot. Anything below 27, like anything below 27 to above 21 is chilly. Anything below 21 is cold. That's me. So my perfect temperature is 27, 28 degrees. It's like, it's not too warm, but you can still feel the breeze. So nice. You got the slight breeze on your skin, but your body stays a nice warm feeling. I feel like bread. 19 to 20 degrees is nice. You are crazy. Hell no way. I remember this. Some of my friends are like, 18 degrees is the perfect temperature. And I'm like, bro, 18 degrees and I will shrivel up into a raisin. Hell no way. I put my AC at 26. I put my AC at like... Yeah, I think I put my AC on 26, 27 too. I don't mind the heat. I just need the airflow. Exactly! I would... If I'm not a streamer, I would never turn on my AC and just open the window. I wish I'm kidding, but like... The only reason I use an AC is because... I mean, I have it, so why not use it sometimes? But I would much prefer just opening the window. I like the feeling of like wind blowing through my skin, but not cold fucking wind. But because I'm a streamer, I can't do that because now everyone can hear my fucking voice. Do you set a timer for the AC? No, I just turn it on and off manually. My favorite temperature is 5 to 10 Celsius. 5 to 10 Celsius? That's like almost snow. Mine is usually at 66 to 77 American degrees. Oh, I love American degrees. 80 degrees Fahrenheit feels a bit too warm for me. I prefer 10 degrees cooler. Oh, I don't know nothing about the Fahrenheit. Ooh, fucking 5 to 10 degrees? I don't know how much degrees. Did you know there are some parts of Indonesia that have snow? Did you know that's a thing? There's a mountain in Indonesia that has snow on it. And I want to like visit it one day. Really? More like ice. Snow, ice, same thing lah. Because apparently that area is very high. Yeah, Jaya Wijaya. Is it? Yeah. It's the... Yeah, Puncak Jaya. So, it's Puncak Jaya, I think. So it's cold. I don't know if it's snowing or if it's just ice. But I want to visit it one day. One day. Maybe not anytime soon, but one day I want to know. Is it... Has anyone visited? You know, I want to see snow. I've never seen snow. I've seen like... black ice, I think. I remember I went to like one day TM. I remember I went to Japan a couple of last year I went to Japan and it was like right before, like right after snow, and it was like I think it's called black ice. It's like on the side of the roads and stuff. Girl, just open your fridge. What the fuck do you mean? Just I meant snow, girl. If I open my fridge, I see milk. What kind of fridge do you have? My fridge does not have snow. Bunga SD freezer. Oh my god. I will say this. This is probably... I am proud of this. This is a flex. Unrelatable, maybe, but this is a flex. I clean my freezer quite a lot, so I don't get those. My freezer does not have, like, overwhelming amounts of ice. It's probably just, like, chill on the sides, but not... Because I have to pick on them. I like to be like... And I clean them very often. I clean my fridge, like, once every 2 weeks. Because I don't like the idea that, like, food enters there. You know what I mean? Like, if food is gonna be in my fridge, I need to clean it often. Or not, it's gonna contaminate my food. I know logically the cold is gonna stop it, but, like, I don't trust temperatures. So then I clean it once every 2 weeks. That's kind of wasteful. Shh. 2 weeks? I'm not gonna clean it every day. That's just too much. Do you know how it works? No. I just clean it when I feel like it. Is 2 weeks too long? Oh, no? Okay, 2 is pretty... Oh, okay, then. Fine. Too often? Oh. How many times am I supposed to clean it? I don't touch temperatures. Fuck science. Once or twice a year? Once it stops working. You clean... Y'all nasty. That is fucked up. No way. That is fucked up. When I say fridge, I mean fridge. Not freezer. Right? Freezer is probably not as often. Because I don't have a lot of things. The only thing I have in my freezer is ice. I don't quite like eating ice cream as much. So the only thing I have in my freezer right now is ice and my chocolate. Because I like to freeze my chocolate bars. Yeah, fridge, not freezer. Fridge, once every 2 weeks. Freezer, probably once every couple of months. It's fine. Because it's just ice and packed chocolate. Who cares? Y'all nasty. You know one time, I didn't clean my fridge for 2 months and it had gunk in it. In the very, very back of your, like, fridge, it usually accumulates some gunk. It's not super disgusting gunk, but it's still gunk nevertheless. How? Because, I don't know, the fridge.
This person doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Whatever, point is it's clean, okay? It's clean. How does that even happen? I don't know. Maybe from the machine? I don't know, man. My family gets cleaned every time you can't fit anything in the fridge. I don't have a lot in my fridge. I generally think it's because one time I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Oh my god, you wanna know something? I don't trust fridges with inbuilt ice crushers. You know there are fridges where you can get water from it and then ice from it. It's like those bougie ones. So there's like a button and then ice would come out from the fridge or something. I don't trust that. I'd rather have like my own, like an ice tray. Because that shit could get so dirty. You know? And then if you clean it, you have to kind of let it like sit and not freeze and then hold in that bacteria. So I am a very big like ice tray connoisseur, okay? I have an ice tray. I bought this from Shopee. So the ice tray is perfectly square. It's not like the shape of like a square on the top and it gets bigger on the bottom. It's a perfect square. So nice. I have like those perfectly square ice tray. I have one that has like the shape of a cat paw. So sometimes I would put like water inside the ice tray thing and it's like a cat paw shape. A cube, you mean? Actually, guys, it's not called a square. It's called a cube. I do prefer ice cube trays. Me too! I like the ones that are specifically made of like plastic more than silicone. Because when you take it out, you can go like crack, crack, you know? You can hold the ends of the ice trays and you go crack, crack. And then all the ice is now loose from the tray and then you can just dunk it over. Well, in silicone, you kind of have to like nyoloimp it out. And I don't like the nyoloimping part. Because you like microplastic. Nya, chat. Nya. We get it. Okay, one of these days, you're gonna thank me. You're gonna be like, wow, Mama Michi taught me how to do this. And you know what? That is insanely efficient. And I realized that she was very smart for choosing a whatever trade this was compared to whatever the fuck I have.